Hello my crafty friends, it's Krista here from Second Chance Creation. This is a VR for a birthday card challenge which is run by Sue, and her YouTube channel is Sue7777000. I'm sure that's with all the numbers, but I'm going to double check and I'm going to pop her link below in the description box, just down the bottom here, for those that don't know where the link is. So so I've decided to make her a card, which was a quick project and also a bit of an experiment in using paper napkins. So let me just remove myself very quickly. Now this is the napkin that I've used. It has lots of butterflies on it, and she wanted it in a shabby chic, so it's like a all the pastel and pink colours. And I also used some music paper that I had, so I've applied the napkin over the music paper. And it was a bit of a challenge, but I'm getting better. As they say, practice makes perfect. Some of the laces I've used as on the front of the card is these beautiful leaves, which is still part of a dress that I had, which I bought probably 12 months ago. And it has just the leaves and some flowers, but I've used the leaves in this project. And then I've also used a piece of this beautiful mesh, like a netting. No, it's not an onion bag. This came on a roll. This is my last piece, and I have to find out where I've got this from. This is really, really good to use for really anything. I use it in as fillers in flowers, and also just on a card, just about any sort of project. I used some really pretty, very vintagey narrow lace, as you can just see here. And it's a cream colour. I've used 2 lots of tulle. This was actually of a little girl's tutu, as you can see. It was still all zigzagged out. That's how it came, and I've just pulled it all apart because I just love that colour. It looks a bit deeper pink on the video, but it is just nice. It actually picks up the colour in the picture that I used. And then I've used this very sheer fabric as well, and that I've put that on the inside, and but then I've ended up changing my mind and ended up covering. So you know, that's just the way it goes. Inside I've used a little bit of this bling because the ladies are from that era. So I've got this necklace from the op shop in one of my hauls. Beautiful little rhinestones. And you can pull them apart separately, so they're not going to come undone. So I was able to use a couple of strips of that. Okay, so what I've made is this birthday card to celebrate her birthday for 2018. The photo I've used is not on fabric, it's just printed on paper, and it's from Pinterest. And I've popped in some rhinestones just there on the front of the dress because she had buttons on there, but I don't have small buttons like that, so I thought, oh, maybe the rhinestones will do the trick. So here is the tulle, just to highlight and pick up some of the colours in there. Otherwise, if I made it too pale, I think I don't like too paler pinks. But this pink comes out much deeper on the video, as I can see now. Here are the leaves that I've cut out, and also the little flowers of the same fabric. I've made some little rolled roses just there, and with some eyelash trim that I received from Christine Harris. Here I've just cut out a little celebration sentiment from a magazine because I don't have stamps. So yeah, so as you can see, it has the butterfly napkin, and it's over the music paper, which only just comes through there. and on the back you'll see it a bit more. Didn't get too many bubbles. I tried not to get too much, but I think I've got a little, you have to excuse, I've still got paint on my fingers. And here is that little piece of mesh that I showed you, and I've just popped that over the top because I was a bit short with my napkin, and I've tried to make it so it doesn't show that line by tearing, not cutting, but I wasn't happy with it, so I thought I'll put a strip of that mesh over the top and just pop my name on there. And I use these up because I do have little cards, and until such a time I've got enough money together, I can get my own little cards, little handmade tags done. So on the inside, it's totally a bit different. It's all butterflies, just all beautiful butterflies. And here is the bling that I showed you. And you know, butterflies are in the garden, so that's what it's all about. Little happy birthday note. Now I've popped 2 envelopes together, and actually this envelope here on the back has this piece here to put your address on. So I used 2, so so this would be to write her note on. I'll write some greetings on that one, and this one I'm actually going to put a couple of little gifts in and just close it with the little tag that I've just made to keep it shut, just like that. I went around with that really pretty dainty little lace trim, vintage trim, just to finish it off. And check out my little clock. Time never stands still, does it, when you're having fun? So I thought that was pretty appropriate. So yeah, so let me know what you think. And this paper, of course, was white. Well, it was just too white, and I used my hair chalk, my pink hair chalk, just to discolour it, rubbed it on. Perfect. So yeah, I thought that was nice. This sort of bling they would have used in these days, these elegant ladies. And, you know, they're sort of in the garden with flowers and roses, so, you know, you can't have a garden without butterflies. So that's my card. This is actually my second attempt. You really don't want to know what happened to the first one. And you really don't want to see it because it's already in the bin. And the little gifts I'm going to give her a little brooch. Now, I'll just see if I can get it dark. There is the brooch just there. So she can use the brooch, or she can just take it all off and take the back off and use it as a centerpiece for a flower. So that's that. And then I've made a stick pin. It's one of the stick pins that I made a little while ago. And I make these from doll needles because I can't find proper stick pins here where I am. And to buy them on eBay or Amazon or any sort of stores, to me it's a bit risky because I like them long. I don't like really short ones. Short ones are good, but for this particular gift I thought a nice long one. So I use doll needles, and I pay about $3, and I get about 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5, and the biggest one is 6 inches. So yeah, so I hope she likes stick pins, but and I'll pop that in this little envelope just in here, so it won't get damaged. And hopefully I'll be able to send that off on Monday. And yeah, so if you don't know Sue, please go and check her out, enter a challenge, and the winnings I think is $1 value in your PayPal account. So that would be great because that would help me get some appliques. So until next time, ladies, you know what you've got to do. Happy crafting. Bye for now.